Hey guys, so I've been doing dropshipping for a while now, or at least dropshipping content, right? I even dropped a full 4-hour video course to show you exactly how to get started with Shopify dropshipping. If you guys want to check that out, the link will be in the description right down there below, and I'd appreciate you checking that one out. But it's all been helpful tutorial-based content that kind of shows you exactly what to do. I've never actually showed you any real examples of my own stores that I've been testing out myself, right? I've showed you building up stores, but active stores that I'm working on or testing out, I've never actually revealed on the channel. So, because I don't like fake gurus, and there's a lot of people out there on YouTube who aren't actually testing the dropshipping model themselves, and they're preaching about it, how good it is, making it seem completely easy for you just to pick up and make a ton of money, I'm actually going to show you one of my active stores, which I have actually been working on, okay? This is my active store, which I'm currently putting my main focus on. It's a new store, which I'm trying to turn into a brand, and a store that next year I will most likely try to continuously build into a brand, okay? It's slow going right now, but I've seen some pretty good success with it over the last few weeks that I've been working on it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the progress from 1 week and then multiple weeks with the store, finding this brand new product and then just trying it out and just seeing how it goes, right? This is the one product I've been testing out this month to try out during the Q4 sales season to make a decent amount of money during Christmas, okay? So this is going to be a really exciting challenge. So I'll basically be showing you my sales after 1 week. I'll be showing you the ups and downs and the down points, some of the setbacks, and realistic results that you guys can actually expect when you're running a store, specifically during the Q4 season, okay? So first of all, what I did was I started off with the product research, because first of all, you've actually got to find the product, right? Now, usually I employ quite a few methods to do this, which I've shown in the course too, from Amazon research to scrolling down TikTok, trying to look at TikTok hashtags like TikTok made me buy it and Amazon finds or AliExpress haul. Most of those always seem to work pretty well for me. And you can also check out my links in the description down below for some of the tools that I use. For example, Miner and also Simply Trends. I'd recommend using those two. Those are specifically very good. I also have links that you can use to help me out as well for those two tools. This is kind of strange actually, because I didn't find this product, which I use for this store in question, on any of these product research tools. I actually found this when I was looking down Instagram, because like I tell you guys usually, the smartest thing to do is set up a social media feed where it's optimized to see products, and this was just on my main account. Like, this wasn't a burner account, this wasn't a second account I made just to look for products. I found this being advertised pretty frequently, and some of the ads posted by this page on Instagram through Facebook ads, right? Because Facebook ads covers Instagram and Facebook. It was actually liked by some big drop shippers and dropship YouTubers in the space. So I thought, if they have that eye on this product, I think there was one YouTuber or two, then it must be a good product, or maybe they're actually behind it. So maybe I'll just become a competitor, right? So that's how I found the product in question and how I jumped onto the train. So that was pretty cool. Always keep your eye out for these unique opportunities just like that. Now, the specific product that I found, and also my personal brand, I am going to keep this secret, okay? I'm not going to show full stuff. I'm keeping this low key right now because I am actually actively running the store. But you can check out my course linked in the description down below if you want to watch that 4-hour video to show you exactly how I find those winning products, so you can find one just as good, if not better, because I use the same methods basically. So once I figured out that I actually had a good product and maybe I was onto something, I built out the store. I had an active store which I'd been building out through the YouTube videos, because the current account the store's on I was using just to make the tutorials, right? And that store, I hadn't actually ran ads on it, but I didn't think that store was particularly good or had as much promise as this product. I felt like this was the product. So I basically rebuilt the store. I removed what I had. I completely started again, mainly because I'd actually revealed the product for that store in my YouTube tutorials, and I'd seen a lot of people on YouTube start to sell this product, and some people on Discord post about this product after I posted those videos. So I'd already revealed my winning product, or so-called winning product, back then. So I decided just to make a new store and try out this one, because then I don't have to give away all my secrets, right? So I completely redesigned the store, completely started from scratch, had to rebuild the whole website, and after using different random name generators online to come up with some kind of brand name or business name, and then creating logos for each and every single one of them and using logo generators like Shopify's, I looked which logos looked the best with each brand name, and I looked which color styles looked the best too, because remember, when you start a store you have to establish a brand identity, right? And some colors look really good with certain logos and brand names, and that really influences influence what I was picking. Now, I found one that I actually really liked, and it was centered around a female niche, okay? And so I bought an entirely brand new domain name, because I already had one for the other store too, that I liked and also looked trustworthy, because that's important, obviously, with customer interaction with your website and actually making sales, because you're not going to make conversions if it's not a trustworthy website link and a trustworthy store experience, right? So it was now at this point that I actually had a really nice looking website that looks pretty good, and it was built out with a good color scheme, and I really liked it, and it looked friendly. The colors which I used were quite inviting for customers, okay? I thought the website looked different, completely different to all these YouTube tutorials. I didn't just follow a store building tutorial. I built this from the ground up based on my brand identity, and it came out very nice. So then what I did is I had to find a product fulfillment service. We're working at the Christmas season, okay? So we need quicker shipping. So I decided to use Zendrop. So Zendrop is a fulfillment app where you can import products from their ecosystem, and then basically they will fulfill those products straight to the customers, and you can obviously put them on your store and list them. So like I said, we're on Q4. I'm trying to make sales during Christmas time, and if I want to make Christmas sales, I need quicker delivery times. And AliExpress is obviously usually better to test products, but they have terribly slow shipping times, and because of that, it's going to get customers disappointed and increase the rate of returns, and we obviously don't want that. So I use Zendrop, and it's a pretty decent app. I'm not sponsored. Unfortunately, I don't get the plan for free, but I was using the free plan to collect most of my first orders with this store, okay? So then what I did is I optimized the actual product page itself to make it a lot better. You have to make it trustworthy. The design needs to look good. It needs to look inviting and capture the customer, and you don't want to fill it with garbage, right? So basically, I added some photo reviews to the bottom, which I imported, I think, from AliExpress using the Luke's photo reviews app, which is probably the best one in my opinion. I added some cool images demonstrating what the product is, its purpose, which was a little bit later. I can't remember the time horizon that I actually made these changes, but this was during certain sales and during different performance metrics. But basically, I'd go back and optimize the product page, right, based on sales and the stats of my ads, which we'll get onto later. So I optimized the descriptions too to make sure they actually looked good. They were concise. They weren't just big paragraphs nobody wanted to read, and they showed the clear pros and benefits of the product itself, which is very important to do. So next up is I actually needed some video ad creatives, okay? So I needed some video creatives for my ads that I was going to post, and I sourced and ordered these ad creatives from some freelance workers in the space. So that's how I actually sourced them, okay? This was a split testing package for TikToks. They actually sent me 3 different videos that I could test. Split testing on TikTok is very easy. You just upload 3 different videos. TikTok will take a few days to optimize and pick which one is performing the best, and then obviously you narrow it down. If you don't make sales from a certain video, you delete that and keep the ones which obviously convert, right? So I got a split testing package with 3 different variations, so I was ready to actually make the ads. Now, if you need videos for your product ads, you can click on my website linked down in the description down below, and you can order some videos or video creators for your ads, and we'll get them done entirely for you. So if you're struggling finding good ones, if you don't know which service you can trust or other services are overpriced, we also do them, so we can help you out with doing that. So after actually sourcing my own creatives, what I did is I set up the TikTok pixel on my store. This allows you to track user interactions on your store. What buttons did they click? Did they add something to the cart? Did they go and make the full purchase after checkout? Which is important because that obviously allows TikTok as a platform with their ad system to interact with your store to gather data, and then that shows you how your ads actually performed. If you don't have this, you can't see ad performance and you don't know how well it's working. So that's really important. And then I linked my TikTok account to it, and then I could track sales from my first ad campaign. So what I did is I set my daily ad budget to £20 per day. So with the UK version, it's £20. With the American version, it's $20. That's the minimum you can spend per ad spend when you start out. And then obviously the idea is to scale it up and ramp it up if you see success, which I haven't really done so much. I've kept it at a very low ad spend still currently, but things are going okay. So basically, I'd recommend this first to test a product. This is also why TikTok's very good, because you don't have to spend like $50 a day just to test something. And test a product. If it fails, don't ramp up your ad spend. You've only made a small loss on ads. If it works, you can then obviously taper it up accordingly, okay? So $20 is a pretty affordable daily ad spend if you've got a job or some kind of income source. If you don't, amount is coming out of your initial savings, right? So the first sale I actually made was $31, but then I also got another sale for $62 on that same day for an additional 2 units. So the first day, or the first day that the ads optimized, we made 3 sales. Now remember that ad spend was $20, and I originally spent $55 on those ad creatives to actually acquire them. So that's a total of $75, okay? Then the units themselves for me to order, after the customers bought them off me, I had to then pay the supplier to fulfill them and obviously pay for the product. That was $36.84. So that put me at a current loss at this stage of $18.84, but that's expected obviously in the first day or the first few days, because we're seeing if things are profitable and you have to make an investment into your business before you obviously turn a profit. Now I didn't actually pull any more sales at all for the next 2 days, right? I made different optimizations to my product page throughout this time, made changes accordingly to try and improve conversion rate. And after thinking on it, it turned out the reason I wasn't making sales at this time is because my actual currency converter app wasn't even working. I hadn't actually fully set it up to work, right? So I was missing out on a ton of sales, and I'll explain exactly why this is. I hadn't actually added this certain code which it tells you to put on your Shopify theme editor to get the app to work. I'd forgotten about it, so people couldn't actually pay in their own currency. Now let me tell you why this is. So I'm marketing on TikTok as a platform. I originally made my TikTok account in the UK. So when you're in the UK, you make it in your own country, and I was in the UK. So I made it on the UK when I made those accounts, and this gives me access to the UK market and the European market, right? But I can't sell to the USA market. But my Shopify website was in dollars and optimized for USA. So both systems aren't really coinciding with each other here, right? So because of this, I'd been marketing on TikTok to the UK, United Kingdom and Ireland, and my store was in dollars. So I basically fixed this. I added the option to pay with euros and also the Great British Pound sterling. So that's GBP, right? And after I did this, I could then serve most customers in the UK and Ireland who mostly use this currency. And as expected, sales then continued there on out. So it's little things like this, guys, that if you overlook them, they can completely make a difference in if you're going to make a sale or not. And these are tiny things which you may just overlook and just mess up, right? And also one thing to note, at the first stage, I was also trying to sell to Germany and Austria, as well as my home country of the UK. So I was trying to sell to a few different markets, and I decided I'll just switch it to UK only, okay? Because not everyone in European countries actually speak English, and if they do, it's usually the younger generation. So it's going to show your video ads to people of all ages based on your preference, and most of them might not even speak English, so you're wasting some of your daily ad spend. So the day I actually made those changes, I actually got another 2 more orders at $62, so that was a pretty good day. Since I was breaking even or just making a slow profit, I actually increased the product price by raising it up by $10, okay? But this reduced sales, so that was kind of a problem. I only got 1 sale in the next 2 days after I did this, so I knew something was wrong. But this might have also been the time where I was fixing the currency converter, okay? So things are kind of blurred between here, but we had some problems. But I lowered the sales price, and thereon after, sales then tapered up and start to increase, okay? So changing your product price, fixing certain malfunctioning plugins, and making tiny errors to your product page will make the difference if you make a sale or not. So it's pretty crazy, this game, guys. So by the first week of the product, at the end of the 7 days of actually selling it, the sales total to $484.72, okay? This is with $20 a day on ads. That's $140 of total ad spend during this period, and $103.28 on the product cost itself that I had to pay for. That left me with a total of $241.44, and minus the cost for the ad videos, which obviously we mentioned is $55, I was left with $186.44 for the first week's profits, which is £153.16 in Great British Pound currency, okay? So it's not a crazy profit margin, but it's some nice money off a side hustle, okay? It's not bad at all for an extra revenue stream, but for a main income or a business level, we are kind of on the lower end here. This brings you to over about £600 a month additional profit if you were to get those numbers like for the whole month. On top of your existing monthly income or the money that I'm already making, that's actually a really nice healthy chunk of free money, right? But we want more out of it. We want better performance, and also we're in Christmas time. We can't expect it to be like this all the time without making changes and switching up our plan. Now, one thing to mention is I did experiment with changing my ad spend at certain periods from £20 to £40 for a few days, but I did lose money whilst they took roughly 3 days to optimize. And then I realized they were not performing any better, and since they didn't perform better than the £20 ad spend campaign, I just resumed the original one and switched off the double ad spend, which I just tested out. So this allowed me to recomp my losses on the new campaign and make a consistent profit, but I did lose a bit of money during this period. I think this was on the 6th or 7th day, or maybe at the end of the week, so I don't really think it affected the 7 days challenge, but I did do that after, and that's why after the 7 days or the first week, I don't really have 100% consistent or accurate figures, which is why I haven't made this video like I tried dropshipping for 3 weeks, because I want to show you guys accurate figures. So the 7-day figures are really accurate. After that, it gets kind of blurred, but I'm still going to give you the numbers. So the best day, I actually made 5 or 6 sales, which I think is pretty respectable. That's quite a nice day that I woke up to. That was pretty nice. It's been just under 3 weeks now of running the store. Christmas is creeping very closely. Sales are slowing down. People are not typically buying late presents or last minute gifts anymore, so it has made things a little worse, and I've definitely paused my ad campaign for now, and I'm rethinking on my strategy because I'm thinking about a different marketing route. Now, the store has received a total of 29 orders during this period, so not a crazy number, guys, but it's still a decent profit margin. So that totals to a sales figure of $1,214.34, which is £1,000. Okay, but that's not profit, that's just income. Okay, so I can't give you the 3-week-long profit margins due to the change in the ad spend from my 3 or 4 different campaigns which I was running at different times, which is why I titled the video as a 7-day challenge, like I said. Okay, my plan is to keep running the store and continue to develop it into a real brand, maybe next year. Mostly I am going to keep running it right now, but I'm going to put more of a focus on really branding it next year. And currently, like I said, sales have definitely slowed down to like 1 sale a day. Sometimes I'm not making a sale a day right now, which is why today I've just switched off the ads, and I'm going to completely switch up my strategy, and I might actually try out Facebook ads, guys. Not quite sure yet, but I might try out Facebook ads. So I'll be optimizing my ads and potentially increasing my ad spend. I might actually go all in and make a little bit of a risk on this business. Okay, I'm going to employ Facebook and Instagram ads and try marketing out on there too. And if you want me to do a video or a challenge using Facebook ads to show you guys the difference in using TikTok ads versus Facebook ads, then I can make another challenge on this business, and I'd be very happy to do that. Okay, so comment below and like the video if you enjoyed it and you want me to make a part 2 using just Facebook ads, because that would be a really interesting challenge. Maybe I'll do like I tried dropshipping for 7 days with Facebook ads, or I tried dropshipping for 1 month with Facebook ads. Something like that would be pretty cool. Now you've seen realistic results that you can expect from your first store in the first few weeks of actually running it. Okay, if you follow my full video course, then you can get these honest results. The things which I'm showing you in these videos are obviously honest and true figures. If you want to learn how to make money with dropshipping and how to get started, then check out my video course on YouTube, linked in the description down below. It'd be nice if you guys check that out and just tell me what you think about it, because I try to include as much value in that course as possible, and I can guarantee you that it's better than every single paid course out there. All I ask for you guys is just subscribe to the channel and support me, and we can help each other as an exchange just like that. So I hope the course gives you good value, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of fun. Subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.